If you watch the show, Cameron, Luke, and I like some good puns. You can probably see them at the bottom of the screen each and every day. So besides coming to seeing what Hugh is up to, Hugh and Cassandra are up to here at the cotton factory, slow clap to the name here. Why not wood turning? Well done, Hugh.
Yeah.
And what we're going to be doing, we're going to be transforming something like this into something like this.
Something like that.
That's what goes on in here.
Every day.
Wow. Awesome. How you doing?
Pretty good.
First off, how great is the cotton factory? There's so many artisans like yourself and Cassandra in here doing some fantastic things.
Yeah, there's over 100 artists in here. This is a very cool place.
Yeah.
We're very lucky.
Yeah. Okay, so how'd you get into wood turning?
I wanted to make Windsor chairs and lived on a property with some acreage of trees. Thought it'd be a good idea and joined the Golden Horseshoe Wood Turning Guild and went a totally different direction.
Okay, what are some things besides these, like a bowl like this, that you can wood turn?
So we can make rolling pins, we can make pens, Christmas ornaments, balls.
Anything on this
pepper
table,
mills, boxes.
you or
shaving
Cassandra made
Yes.
on the lathe?
On our lathe, yes.
On our lathe. Am I saying that right?
You're saying that right.
Right. I was practicing off camera. Hello to Cassandra there. Hey, Cassandra, what's up? So you share the studio with Cassandra?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yep.
Collaborate much, or?
We do quite a bit of collaboration. We bounce ideas off each other, as well as we go out and forge wood and do the hard work.
Okay, so she's demonstrating how you're wood turning a bowl.
She's starting a bowl right now, yeah.
You said wood. What type of wood is best for this type of?
I like to say free wood is best.
Ah, nice. So you're always on the lookout.
Always on the lookout. People call us. A friend of mine was a superintendent of the golf course, and so we got a lot of wood from him. But we use a lot of maple, cherry, walnut, just because it's local and it looks so nice when we're done.
You need a hard wood too, right? So
The harder, the better. Yeah. People think that softwoods are easier to turn, but they're actually harder.
because when you're getting that wood, it's going to be wet,
Yes.
right? So you have to go through the stage of drying it all out.
Yeah, so when we're doing a bowl, we'll turn it to approximately 10% thickness of the diameter, so if it's 10 inches, about an inch thick. And then we have some kilns set up that we've made. We dry them for 6-8 weeks, get them down to a certain humidity, and then finish turning them.
Cool,
We
okay.
end up with these beautiful pieces.
Well, let's, I don't know, let's get my hands dirty, if we could. Let's take a break. We'll come back with, it's Seawood.
Seabook.
Seabook Woodwork, and why not woodworking here in the cotton factory, and let's see what we can do in transforming that log that you got here into a salad bowl, maybe for a Caesar or something like that. Let's do that, and
Sounds
we'll go
good.
from there and see what we can do here in the cotton factory on Morning Live.
To everything, turn, turn, turn.
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Cotton Factory here with Hugh and Cassandra, who are wood turners. This is really neat because this piece that you've been working on the break started like this, right?
That's right. Yep. Yeah,
So what you did is you cut out a chunk right here, through here,
Yep. Got that on the bandsaw.
cut that on the bandsaw, and then put it onto this machine, which is
It's our wood lathe.
wood lathe.
Yep.
Okay. Are there different types of wood lathes? Like, are there? Yeah, I know you have 3 of them in here, but
Yep. So we can go from little micro lathes for doing clock parts up to big wood lathes. The difference between a wood lathe and a metal lathe is on a wood lathe, you're doing it all by hand. Metal lathe, they've got drive screws and it's all done mechanically because it's metal
But any of the wood turning you're doing it on this machine.
on this machine.
Okay.
If we're doing Christmas ornaments or 24-inch bowls, doesn't matter.
You're doing it on
It's
this
all done
machine.
on here.
Okay. Most important piece of equipment for a wood turner is this.
Probably safety equipment first.
Ah!
Yeah. So masks, shields,
Shields.
safety glasses.
Okay. Second most important.
Yes.
Is
So
this?
our bowl gouges.
This is a bowl
Sharp.
gouge.
Yeah, sharp tools. So it's a round bar, fluke ground into it. We grind these back. It's called a fingernail grind, so it looks like a fingernail. And constantly sharpening. Rule of thumb is sharpen before it needs to be sharpened.
Right. So in a bowl, how many times do you have to sharpen?
2-3 times
2 to 3
on wood
times.
like this. If we're using walnut that grew up in a sandy area, we'd probably 10 times we'd have to sharpen.
Is this pretty dry? This piece here?
This is soaking wet.
This is really wet. Okay.
This was cut just over a week ago.
But we can wood turn this.
We can turn this into a bowl today.
Okay.
Yep.
How do I do it?
All right, so we're going to take the tool. We'll put our right hand low and against our hip.
Okay.
The flute's going to face, so the flute is the groove. It's going to face the direction we're turning at about 45 degrees. We're going to make contact with the tool rest. Hold on. And then we're just going to move our body left to right.
Dance.
Just a little dance.
Little dance.
Sandra and I dance all day in here.
All right, here. Okay, Luke, you need to get out of the way. Move over a little bit, like that. There
A little
we go.
wider stance.
Okay, wider stance.
Yep.
Okay,
good.
put the
Put your face shield down.
face shield down.
Turn it on.
Okay,
Just watch this.
okay. What RPM's that at?
We're around about 500 RPM. And then up closer.
All right.
Okay, I'm just going to hold on and help you here. This is the way we do it in our workshops.
You do workshops, right?
Do workshops and lessons for those that are beginning or just need a little more help.
And the more pressure you put on,
Just
the
put a
more
little
you get.
pressure in. We get a little bigger cut. Just stand still. A little rough. Just going a little fast. Do it again. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that.
Ah, those are the type of ribbons you want to see.
That's what you want to see.
Okay, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll see what else we can make with Hugh and Cassandra. Yeah, we'll meet Cassandra.
Awesome. Good job.
Here at the Cotton Factory on Morning Live. Welcome back to the Cotton Factory. We got Hugh from Why Not Woodturning doing his thing, creating a bowl for us. He kicked me out of there. My skills were somewhat suspect. So we're hanging out with Cassandra, who is, I guess, roomies here with you. You've got your own business, which is Seabook
Woodwork.
Nice to meet you. How did you get into this world?
I started out as a cabinet maker when I was living in Nova Scotia, and then didn't want to do that anymore, so I joined up the Golden Horseshoe Woodturners Guild. There's a plug for them. And the rest is kind of history. Met up with you, and we opened a shop maybe 5 or 6 months later, and we're going on 5 years here. So
Nice. Many females woodturners?
there are a few coming up, but it's still pretty undiscovered by the female world.
Wait, did you make that hat of yours?
No, a friend of mine made my
okay.
hat.
Oh, that's very nice.
My very
That would've
talented
been cool.
friend.
But why do you like it?
It's a really nice harmony between technical skill and creative freedom. So you kind of get to do what you want. The material tells you a lot about what it wants to be.
Do you have a favorite of what you make? Like, do you have a specialty?
I do. I really like to work with burls. I like working with the. That's a burl.
So this is a burl here.
That's a burl. Yeah. So that's a birch burl. I like working with the more gnarlier pieces. Things that
So like
just
this
have a
piece
little
we
bit
have
more
over here.
character. Yeah. So this is a burl too.
So you look at this and
Yeah.
like, what could you make out of that? What could you turn that into?
So this will likely, burls are like fairly precious, so you try to save as much as you possibly can. I have an entire box just of tiny offcut pieces, just because the grain is so interesting on the inside. So this will likely become a series of bowls, and then the smaller pieces will become spoons and ornaments and buttons, different things.
But that's, I don't know, I guess that's the creative part. You look at this, you think of something that you can make, but it might turn into something totally different once you get into it.
Absolutely. There could be giant voids on the inside of that, depending on if animals got into it or. You have to adjust a lot during it. There's a lot of times where you have to just kind of rethink what you're doing.
We've been totally ignoring what. Hugh, you doing okay over there, bud?
I'm good.
All right, well, he's working away. Let's take another break because Pepper Mills is another big one.
Yeah, Pepper Mills is a big one.
Do you take orders, like custom orders?
Yeah.
Or like you have stuff that you make all the time, but somebody wants.
I do both. So it's like generally when there's like downtime, I'll work on things that I just kind of want to make for fun, and then that's what I'll take to market.
Your Instagram is?
Seabook_woodwork.
Okay. Come back with you and Cassandra. I'm on the live. Dandy morning here at the Cotton Factory with Why Not Woodworking, or Woodturning, I should say. And that's Hugh doing his thing. He's kind of moved on from the bowl that he built. This is the bowl that he's been working on, right? Oh, that's heavy. Ooh! But he's moved on to a pepper mill. So he started with something like that, and he's going to create that. He's busy working on that. So we still have the mic on Cassandra here. Seabook woodworking.
Yes,
Yes. How popular are these?
the most popular.
The most. Well,
Yeah.
look how cool that is, right? Like,
Yeah.
you guys do all the hardware and everything?
Yeah, well, we order the hardware in from the States. It's all made in the States. But yeah, you don't get there's not a lot of custom-made pepper mills available. So we do get a lot of business that way. And we
That's
can do any
awesome.
size as well.
What's the biggest one you think you've ever done?
69 inches.
Huh?
69 inches.
I know, but why? Somebody used that?
Yeah, I went down to a restaurant in the States and it was fully functional.
Is there a certain type of wood you like to use? Like,
For pepper mills, I generally like to use things that have a bit more interest in them. So this
this?
ash has been roasted.
That's
so
ash?
it brings, yeah, that's a piece of ash. It's been roasted to about 400 degrees, so it darkens the color a lot, but the grain is still prevalent.
what's this?
Ash,
This is ash too.
also
They're both-
ash.
they're
This
both
is
the
this
same.
is this.
Oh, this is the same thing?
Yep, that's
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Aha, look at I'm learning. What are some other cool things that you got over here? Like anything that you really love on this table that you've,
Well, I'm biased.
Terrence?
I love it all.
yeah.
Particularly the things I made.
Yes.
Anything that's like large or has interesting figure in it. Spalted wood is always fun to work with.
These pens?
Yeah, so these ones have been stabilized with dyed resin so that the color goes all the way through, but it won't affect the spalting. Spalting is like when a fungus gets into the tree, it creates those black lines.
And like these ice scoopers, right? That's really cool. It's got some good weight to it too.
Yeah,
Right, little shaving kits.
yeah, we do custom shaving kits, ornaments, big, small, we turn it all.
Okay. Hugh's creating quite the mess over there, bud. Goodness.
Every day.
I guess there's all. What are you doing
Always.
with all the wood
The wood
chips?
shavings?
Yeah.
We've got a couple different places they go to. We've got Humble Bee here in Hamilton. We'll take some of the wood chips to smoke the bees out. A couple of people take it for bedding for their farm animals. And the rest kind of goes to the transfer station to make nice mulch.
But you're always trying to use as much as the.
Yeah, we keep as much as we possibly can, especially the stuff that's got good figure in it. We'll keep all the tiny little pieces because
Do you ever throw it up in the air and just play with it and just
Yeah.
throw it on Hugh?
often.
Does
yeah.
he like that? Just like, there you go, Hugh. There you go, bud.
I feel my bone now.
You're getting some too. There you go.
perfect.
There you go. Okay.
Right to the eye.
Seawood, work. Seawood.
Seabook.
Seabook. Why am I saying
Seabook.
wood? I'm just thinking wood. Yes.
2 O's. It's
Yeah,
the double O.
I know. Seabook Woodworking on Instagram
Yep.
is the best way to contact you. Hugh, the best way is yours through your website.
Through the website, why not woodturning.com.
Okay. Do you guys compete for business? Like, are you guys actually mortal enemies?
Yes.
Like you work over there and you work over there.
Hardly ever talk to each other.
We had to sign a contract to be able to do this today.
Listen, thanks for having us in. I know you can't. You in a normal world you would do workshops, and we'll get back there at some point. But
Yep.
just keep an eye on the websites and your Instagram. And it's really neat what you guys are doing here at the Cotton Factory.
Thank
so
you.
I want to keep working on that as we go to break here for us, Hugh.
I can do that.
Okay.
I'm just going to start going here. So.
Awesome.